Hi there, beings of light, beings of amazing presence. This is Triplice Tarot. I go by Mar, and today I wanted to give you guys, oops, already messing it up. I wanted to give you guys a reading that, as you see in the title, it's going to hype you up. Most of the time we're not, we are quite aware of the things that makes us like badass, of the things that makes us great, but we don't usually think about them a lot. We usually think about our flaws, more, and the ways we make mistakes way more than how we can be like strong, So this reading is all about you listening to all your positive vibes and all your strengths, so you can own them and you can, treat yourself better, because that's the point here. When you listen to someone talking about your strengths, it's much more easy to recognize them and to put them in action, to put them, to think more about them than the flaws. So that's being said, these are the piles we have for you. I think you guys cannot see this nicely, but this is a rose quartz, like a tiny rose quartz. This is a tiger's eye, and this is a green quartz, if I'm not mistaken. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and the green quartz is pile number 3. I hope you guys can see it well. Can you? Let me try and put this closer, okay. Choose your pile. There's nothing more I would like to say, so let's start this. So I got your oracle cards right here. I'm gonna see them by the end of the reading. Right now I'm gonna pick some tarot so we can know what are your strengths. Pile number 1 for you that shows the baby quartz. So what are your strengths? What are your major qualities? What are the things that make you great and that you're great at doing it, actually? Let's see. Your strengths. Okay, so what are your strengths for the evolution? Rose baby quartz, what are your strengths? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is already amazing. The Ace of Pentacles, you guys are really bold, I would say, kind of upfront, Let's see, what are your major, no, didn't want it to come out. What are your major qualities, your most positive traits? Well, we have the High Priestess. Amazing spiritual vibes, intuition, even though you're not like a person that is actually feels like you're in touch with your spirituality, you definitely receive guidance, and you're definitely like, what is the word I'm looking for? You look straightforward, you kind of, when your intuition guides you to something. Just a second, guys, I'm going to close my door so we don't have any cars bugging us, so the sound can be much better and I don't need to yell. Okay, so as I was saying, it's like, even if you're not like in full contact with your intuition, if you don't think you are in full working your spirituality and stuff like that, like consciously, you have a strong guided mind, you know. As I said before, with the boldness here, it's like when you take a decision, when you make a move, you are like sure of what you're doing usually, and that's a nice energy. So what are your strengths? What are your top qualities? Your major greatness. You have the Two of Cups. Beautiful energy. I'm gonna put them all, otherwise I'm going to stop forever. And what are your major qualities? You have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, great energy coming up for you guys. That's amazing. What are your best traits? Pile number 1. It shows the baby ports. Do you want to come out? No, but the moon always came out. Almost came out. Along with the Strength card, as I said before. Did I say Strength? I don't know. Maybe I thought about it. So what are your strengths? What are your best traits? Pile number 1. Note to me. What are your best traits? Pile number 1. What makes you great? What are you great in doing? You have the Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah, exactly. What are your best qualities? What are you good at doing? Okay, we have we have 2 more. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. Reflection. The Magician. And we have Justice. Okay. So, pile number 1. What are your best traits? What are your best traits? I do see here that you're not afraid of taking your time and making a decision. Like, as I said before, you're probably highly, even if you're not aware of it, you're highly intuitive. Like, and when you make a choice, you're not afraid of putting the long work on making it. You're not afraid of how can I say? You're not afraid of taking your sweet time, you know? Because the Two of Swords is a card about not moving much. And it's a card about meditation too, and anxiety. But as your quality traits here, I see that they're like, when you have like a choice, an important choice to make, you know how much time you need to take so you can make the right decision, you know? I feel like you're very independent with this Nine of Pentacles. Even if you don't feel independent, even if that's not your energy, like consciously, I feel like you're materially independent. That's what I kind of want to say, you know? Maybe not emotionally, but materially, you're after your gold, you know? You know what you want materially. You're like, okay, I want to go after this and that. I'm going to the best opportunities. And with this Queen of Cups here, I do believe you're a very, very sensitive person, very emotional person too. And that's a trait that is really actually really good, because there's a lot of people who think that being emotional, being sensitive is not something like, it's not a strength, it's not a power, but it really is, because when we're in touch with our emotions, we're in touch with our intuition too. When we're in touch with our sensibility, we kind of feel things deeper. We connect with things much more, what's the word? We get intertwined. I kind of want to say like intertwined better, you know, like those two snakes here, like intertwined, you know. It's like, I do believe you have like a calm energy. Not calm. I don't think calm is the word, but like you're really steady. You're really like fixed. You could be like, you could have a lot of earth in your birth chart, maybe. But at the same time, there's a lot of, it's really a balanced energy, honestly, because there's action, there's like material action, and there's this inner power, you know, this inner sensibility. It's like, it's beautiful actually. It's like you have the courage to put yourself, like put your intuition and put your decisions and your emotions in a tangible way, you know, with this Ace of Pentacles here. You can like, okay, this is what I want, and this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to achieve, and I'm going to, you know, be patient. If I need to be patient, I'm going to be patient, but I'm going to do the work, you know. I see you doing the work on your growth in general. In general, it's a really, really positive. Obviously, this is hype you up, right? Obviously, it's going to be positive, but it's really like a nice energy to sit on, you know? Like, it's the energy of, if I have a problem, I'm going to sit a little bit and I'm going to like, okay, let me think this through. Let me see the best strategy so we can like make this work, move on, you know? Yeah, let me pick your oracle cards. I didn't saw them. We have friendship. Okay, no, so nice. As I said before, you're sensitive, and this sensibility attracts people to you. And friendship is all about, I mean, we have this plant here. It's all about growth, you know. For us to attract like nice friendships and aligned friendships, we need to have a proper inner growth, you know, so we can attract this outside of us. So I do believe you're very like lovable. People like you, mostly like they like you. We have reconciliation. That's nice. We have it is safe for you to love. We have finances and career. Like, what did I say with this Nine of Pentacles here? You're kind of like financially independent. Even if you don't work for yourself, like if you're not working your own times, if you're working for someone, for some company, you still are independent, you know. You still are like, okay, I know exactly when and how I'm going to pay my bills, and I'm kind of like lightweight about that, you know. You're kind of focusing on living the best life and being like really centered about your finances. We have here Libra. I mean, I did say balanced here, haven't I? Like a balanced energy. I mean, that's what's up. Water, like all over again, the Queen of Cups, the sensibility here, the intuition. You know, this card is so beautiful. I hope you guys can see it like nicely. And my cat's kinda doing his thing. But yeah, he likes to participate. So yeah, as I said, it's like he's doing actually something that he wasn't supposed to be doing. And I'm gonna check that out. Give me a second. Okay, so we're back. As I was saying, water. Water is like feelings and intuition, and this card is amazing. I mean, I wish you guys, I hope you guys, oh my god, I almost burned it. You guys are probably hot. I mean, I hope you guys can see it nicely. Try to focus. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a beautiful card. Now let me try and focus to the table all over again. Yeah, we're good. I like images, guys. I'm really high on the visual stuff. So we have the whip, and we have the sexy man. I told you guys we're hot. I almost like burned the card before. I mean, you guys are hot, but like, how could you not be hot? You know, because I mean, I don't know for people out there, but for me, balance is everything. Like when you're sensitive and at the same time you're like, you go for it, you do your thing. I mean, that's sexy. Facts. That's sexy. So, reconciliation, I do believe, and it is safe for you to love, I do believe you're a really forgiving person, I would say. You're really like, as I said, you're sensitive, but at the same time, it's like you see yourself in other people, and that makes you, I mean, you're probably like empathetic, and you're like, your empathy is really high up, so you see yourself in people, so you don't have much trouble forgiving them, you know, because you kind of see yourself in them, like, okay, I do make mistakes too, you know, and it is safe for you to love. I do believe people trust you. I mean, they see you as a friend, they see you as someone like trustworthy and someone, okay, I can trust this person's decision, you know. As I said before, you really like, you look grounded for people, even in times of like anxiety, and you know, kind of crossroads, you stay true, you know, to your inner guidance, and that's amazing. And you have the stability, financial stability. Oh my God, what's happening with my tongue? I mean, Libra energy, as I said before, charms. I mean, it's coming real strong here. And the whip too. I mean, the whip is all about power, but the whip with the sexy man, I mean, maybe you have this like, this power like vibe that's so hot that people like look at you and they be like, you may not be a man, okay? You don't have to be a man, because we all have feminine and masculine energy inside of us. But if you are a man, you are really like, you're centered like vibe, and it's so charming to people, for real. But if you're not a man, it's the same thing. You're centered vibe. I mean, it's like you're in control with this whip. It's like, and again, the whip talks about a lot of fights and stuff like that. I see that you do kind of well in conflict situations, you know. You kind of know how to balance stuff and be diplomatic about stuff and be like, okay, let's figure this out, you know, let's find out how to solve this with this Libra energy. And you're like so cozy for people with this water. As I said before, you're like, as I said, trustworthy. We have like, I mean, you guys are the full package. I want to know all the pile ones, because I do see here that you guys are like, I mean, you're in touch with your spirituality, with your emotions, and at the same time you're like grounded. I mean, I'm independent, I'm going to work, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to take my time, you know. And at the same time, I am hot, you know. So yeah, you guys are amazing. That's what I have for you, pile one. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to comment down below how it resonated, if it did resonate. And make sure to comment down below some suggestions about what reading should I do, what would you like to see in here, and subscribe to the channel, obviously, join the community, and yeah, like the video. Don't forget to like the video too. That's it. I thank my guys, I thank your guys. Take what resonates, don't take the rest. Remember, this is a general reading, so if you're interested in a particular reading, private, that's what I want to say. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, don't take the rest. And if you feel like something more deep, something more into your energy, like only your energy, you can check my private readings on the link down below in the description box. Okay, bye bye, Palawan. See you soon. Okay, pile number 2, if you chose the green quartz, this is your reading. Let me hype you up. So I have oracle cards here for you, and I'm going to take them by the end of the reading. First, I'm gonna take some tarot so we can check out what are your best traits, pile number 2. What are your highest qualities? What are the things you're great on? What are the things that you're well known for being good at? So let's see, what are your best qualities, pile number 2? What are the best qualities that pile number 2 have? What are your strengths? Okay, we have the 6 of, oh my god, I forgot, the 6 of Wands. And we have it in reverse. Okay, amazing. You guys are very humble. Like, you guys are winners. You're hard workers, but you're humble, like, in a way that, okay, I just did this, I mean, amazing thing, and like, okay, guys, it was nothing. Just, I'm looking, so don't stop, you're being silly, you know, I'm not that great. You guys are like, humble, and that's nice. What are your best traits? Pile number 2, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna take them all and then I'm gonna talk about it. Otherwise, I'm going to keep stopping. What are the best traits? The higher qualities. Okay, do you want to come up? I mean, maybe not. Now it's gone. What are the best traits for pile number 2? We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. What are your best qualities, pile number 2? We have the Hanged Man upright. Okay. What are your best traits, pile number 2? We have the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Wands. You have a lot of wands in here. You're a really active person, you know, you're a really like go for it person, you know, and what's the word I'm looking for? You're like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like agitated and like, you know, this fiery energy. You might be a fire sign or have fire sign. Like, what are your best traits? Pile number 2, what are the things you're good at? Yeah, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yay. So at the back of the deck, the bottom, we have the Hierophant and the 2 of Swords, because this is a 2-way deck and I love it. So my pile number 2, you guys are, your best traits, your stronger qualities are, as I said before, you're humble, but you're not afraid to fight your fight, you know? You're humble like, oh, I just win this amazing thing, or I just did this really hard work and it's not a big a deal, like, don't praise me that much, it's fine, I'm good. But at the same time, you're like a go-getter with this 5 of Wands. Like, you're not afraid to fight for what you want. You're not afraid to like put yourself into the situation and say, I want this, or I do not want this, you know. You fight for your beliefs, and that's amazing. People see that in you as being really attractive and really nice. And you have the 3 of Cups in reverse. The 3 of Cups is usually a card for celebration, and being in reverse, I do believe you're really selective. I think that's the word I'm looking for. You're really like, what I'm getting is that you choose nicely who you spend your time with. That's what I'm getting. Like, you do not like roll with everyone. You're not friends with everyone. You're not like into social situations with everyone. You're like really selective, and it's not that you're not like a social person, that you're not fun. No, you're just like really you you pick your crew, you know, you pick the people who surround you. You're really, as I said before, selective. With this Hanged Man card here and the Four of Wands, I do believe here that you kind of strive for harmony in your life, but in a really unusual way, I would say. You strive for harmony in a way that most people wouldn't. Like, let me try and give you guys an example. Like, if everyone else around you, it's kind of doing something in a way, like someone is learning something. I was going to say a trick, but someone's learning something and they're doing it some way, and okay, they're doing it that way, but at the same time you kind of have this unusual vision about stuff. Like you kind of can see the other way around. Like, okay, yeah, this is a way of doing it, but the way I see it, we can get there like more powerfully and more like, what do I want to say? It's like we can get there more and, you know, reach the highest of the vibrations, because the Four of Wands is really like about completion and stuff in a different way, like in a way that no one has thought about before. So a really good strong point of you is that you do things unusually. You know, you see something, and if everyone else is doing something, you're kind of like searching the best way to do a new version of it. That's kind of what I'm getting, you know. You're really exquisite, unique, stuff like that, you know, and that's nice. And it's kind of like a mysterious vibe too, I don't know. Even though you're like a go-getter, I mean, I'm getting mysterious vibes. So the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, I do see here that you're really nurturing. You're a nurturing person. Like, you're a giver, I see here. Like, you're generous and you help other people as much as you can. Obviously, the people that you choose to help, okay? Because as I said before, you're really selective with your social environment. But the ones who get into your circle, they are really blessed with your love and with your help, because the Queen of Pentacles is she's really abundant usually. Like, you may not be rich, but you have your abundance. I mean, you know you work for your stuff, you're stable in a way. And what you have no problem in sharing. You know, I see you being someone who's really generous. And that's a really strong trait. That's a beautiful trait. And on the back of the deck, the Hierophant. So I do believe here that you're really... There's a certain... I mean, even though you're unusual, there's a certain order in your way of doing stuff. You know, you're kind of like really goal-oriented and even like spiritually oriented, because the Hierophant, even though it's a really conservative card, I mean, the traditions and stuff, it's a card about like the connection with the divine too. And you do it even though you're unusual with the actions in general in your life, you're really like, at the same time, you have this conservative vibe when it comes to making your choices, and when it comes to getting in touch with your spirituality. You know, you're really like, you do things your own way, your traditional way, you know, and that's a nice thing. You're really like committed. That's the word I'm going for, committed. So let's see, we have here harvest. Like, what did I say with this Queen of Pentacles here? I mean, you may not be rich, but you're very well abundant. I mean, you have harvest, so whatever you have, you share. Because when we think about harvest, I'm thinking about like a lot of families, reunions, and a lot of people getting fed with the harvest. and you know, a lot of work too. So I see here that you're really centered. You're a really like stable person in a way. We have religious factors. I mean, I had no idea about the oracle cards. I mean, I like to surprise myself with you guys. And as I said before with the Hierophant, like religious factors, I do believe that even if you're not like a religious person, like even if you don't like follow a religion, when we talk about religious factors, we talk about commitment, we talk about like being in touch with your heavenly vibes and with your intuition and with your, you know, I mean, how can I put this? It's like being in touch with the energy around you. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. We have keep an open mind. I mean, you cannot fake this. I mean, I just said that you're like really unusual. Like your mind's really unusual. Keep an open mind. Like your mind's really open about everything, like about accepting people. I mean, let me put this right, about accepting people in a way that you don't really judge much, but you are picky, you know? You don't let everyone in your social circle because you are selective, you are picky, but at the same time, you're not like this judgy person. You're not this person that looks at other people and just like shames them for being who they are or what they are, you know, and that's beautiful. You are really like open-minded about not only people but situations and ways of doing stuff, you know. We have here unrequited love. Let me put out the rest. We have earth. I mean, I did say there's a grounded vibe here, haven't I? I think I did. If not, I only thought about it. There's a grounded vibe, you know? At the same time, you're pushy, you're a go-getter, you go for it. You're grounded, you know, humble, and like, oh guys, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just me, I'm doing my thing. But yeah. We have Neptune. I mean, this is the mysterious vibe I was getting here. I told you guys before, right, that I was getting a mysterious vibe. This is it. Neptune, it's all about the hidden. I mean, it's all about like dreamy vibes and kind of like, I mean, I do see here that you're really, I'm gonna put the rest. I mean, the sexy man. Okay, we have sexy ones out there, and we have the ring. Okay, so coming back to the Neptune energy, I do believe that you have this, I mean, people seeing you, this really powerful trait of you being someone who, I mean, I don't know if the word is flows through things, but you're like really original in the way you do stuff. You're really like, as I said before, open-minded, and you're really like flowy. You have this flowy energy, you know, like you're just, I mean, I'm kind of getting the image of someone like walking and kind of like floating while walking, you know. It's just like you have this presence. I cannot even explain Neptune for you because it's like people cannot quite understand you, and that's a nice trait. That's a beautiful trait, because even though you're really grounded, you have this, I mean, because earth is all about like stability, it's all about commitment. We have the ring here, so you're committed. I mean, you commit stuff, as I said right in the beginning. If you have a fight that you need to fight, you do it. If you have something you need to win or decide, you do it humbly, but you do it, and you do it nicely, you know? And so you have this grounded vibe, but at the same time, you're really like unusual, which is different from, you know, Earth vibes. Neptune, it's all about airy vibes. It's all about like, maybe you have like strong Taurus. I'm getting Taurus. I'm getting here Aquarius too in your birth chart. Like I'm getting, yeah, pretty much You don't have to be a Taurus or have Aquarius in your birth chart, but those are messages that come true. And you're sexy. I mean, there's no harm in being sexy, right? I mean, and I do believe your sexiness lies within your power, you know, within you being this, I mean, go-getter, you know. I do believe people who watches you coming, like overcoming an obstacle, they think you're really hot. Like, whenever you overcome an obstacle, you get more attractive. That's what I'm getting here. Like, whenever you commit to something, like, I'm going to change this, or I'm going to learn this, I'm going to change this, the scenario of something, I'm going to like create something, I'm going to, you know, you just get hotter and hotter, which is nice. I mean, nice. And you keep having this, I mean, I wanted to explain Neptune for you better, but it's pretty much an energy of you can flow into anything. It's like, it's literally the dreamy vibe, you know, the dreams, the kind of like these, I cannot speak, you know, you got me speechless, which is unusual, again, unusual, because I'm a Gemini, so I have a lot to say. So yeah, you got me speechless, Pile 2. I mean, you're someone who kind of like, you let people wondering what's more, what if there's more to you, you know. That's what I'm getting, like, what can I see from, I mean, it's like you always come with the unexpected, like, you know, when no one's expecting for you to win, for you to like bring a solution to the table, or bring a point of view to the table, or just like being present somewhere. I mean, even your presence is something that people look at like, oh, okay, this person is here. Hi, I didn't hope to see you here. You know, it's just like that. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's kind of like, I'm even getting like girly vibes. I mean, you guys are hot. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or not. You guys are really like nice. People like you, okay? And yeah, that's it. That's what I got for you, Pile 2. I really do hope it resonated, and if it did, make sure to comment down below how it resonated with you, what did you think about it, and let me know too if you have any suggestions on readings that I should do. Make sure to comment them down below. Subscribe to the community if you're not subscribed yet. Make sure to like the video, share with your friends, do your thing. And yeah, I would like to thank my guides, thank your guides, and that's it. I really do hope to see you on the next reading. Bye bye, pile number 2. Hi there, pile number 3. This is your reading if you chose the Tiger's Eye stone. I have oracle cards here for you, and I have no idea what is in there, and I'm going to see them by the end. Because first we're gonna take some tarot so I can check out what are your best traits, pile number 3. What are the things? Okay, this is like messy. Give me a second. What are the things you're good at? What are your highest qualities? What are your strengths? What are the things you're really like powerful in doing and great in doing? So let's see. What are your best traits? Pile number 3. You have the 5 of Cups. Okay. I guess probably you kind of like, you have this, you have that, I mean, what's the word for it? Like, I wanted to make the right pronouncement, but whatever. It's like you have dealt with heartbreaks through your life, and you're kind of really good at it. I mean, I'm going to explain this better. Like, you're good at bringing yourself back up. I mean, that's what I'm getting here with this 5 of Cups. And it's like analyzing the situation and bringing yourself back up from a heartbreak, you know? Like, yeah. So what are your best traits? Pile number 3. Okay, too many. Let's do it again. What are your best traits? What are your higher qualities? Pile number 3. Too many coming. You guys, let's go. What are your best traits? What are your higher qualities? You guys are probably good at a lot of stuff. Like a lot of cards when it's come out. So you guys are probably good at a lot of stuff. You have the King of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, you're powerful. I got here. But yeah, I'm gonna take them all, and then otherwise I'm going to keep stopping. What are your best traits? Pile number 3. We have the Star. It didn't come out in reverse, but it could have. But it didn't. So yeah, again, it's like it didn't come out in reverse, but it could. I mean, what does that mean? I do believe there's a message in that. It's like people do not expect your attitudes. I want to say, like, they don't expect your actions. You know, they don't expect you, I mean, to rise from a heartbreak. They don't expect you to win, to be stable, but you go ahead and you do it anyways, you know. Yeah. What are your best traits? We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay. I do believe you I mean, even though you have it in you, you don't like to fight. Let me keep going. What are your best traits? Pile number 3. What are the things you're good at? We have 2. We're gonna keep them both. Okay, you have the 4 of Swords and you have the 5 of Swords. We have the Temperance card and the back of the deck and the Tower card, because this is a Viceversa tarot. I mean, what? This is a strong pile number 3. Like, honestly. So, we have a lot of, like, hard energies. Like, we have the 2 5s here, the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, and this is your best trait. So, I do believe that in conflicts and in hardships and in emotional, like, not nice situations, you're always the higher person. Like, what do I mean with the higher person? It's like you know when to stop fighting. That's what I'm kind of getting. You know when to, like, surrender. You know when to rest your energy, rest your case. You know, sometimes you may even like you may be going through, like, some really hard, because we have a lot of destruction. Like, see here, we have someone that's defeated. We have here, I hope you guys can see it, but back there, I really do hope you guys can see it. Back there, I'm going to do it like this. There's like this, I'm going to focus. There's this destruction happening, like, back there. Can you guys see it? Yeah, I think it's enough. Let me focus it right back. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, there's this destruction in the background, and there's all those cups, like, on the floor. And I do see here that in cases of, like, destruction and everything falling apart around you, you stick to your, like, balanced vibe. I don't know how you do it, honestly, pile number 3, but I do see here you being very centered, like, in your power. You're very, like, the King of Pentacles is pretty much, like, stable. Taurus energy coming through, Taurus, Capricorn. Not so much Virgo, but Taurus and Capricorn for sure. And, it's this vibe of, even though everything's falling apart, I'm going to keep my cool. The best way I can. I'm going to keep my head in the game. I'm going to, make strategies so I can be abundant again, so I can, overcome this heartbreak, so I can stand up for myself, so I can, rise again which is amazing. And I do believe a lot of this confidence, I mean, it's not even confidence. I don't think the word is confidence. It's perseverance. It's this strength, like emotional strength, psychological strength. Even if you don't like believe that you're strong, I mean, you really are. And a lot of this strength comes from your guides, like your spiritual guides, you know, the ones who have been like with you your whole life, you know, because I do see here that it's not like a new energy for you, like the conflict, it's not a new energy for you. But with the Seven of Wands, like in reverse, I do see here that you run away from conflict, and not because you're a coward, and not because you're afraid, because I don't see you being afraid here. I see you being really strong and being really like, you know, decisive about stuff. It's just that you prefer to not fight. You prefer to like, okay, cool, yeah, you're yelling at me, yeah, fine, cool, that's it. I mean, it's not that you never fight with people, it's not that energy that I'm getting, because this is a Seven of Wands, like you have the energy to fight, so people do not want to get in your bad way. That's what I'm getting. And it's hard to make you unstable, you know. People, I mean, the external factors, they're hard, you're hard to break. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're a hard one to break. Like, God, this is a strong energy. It's like, I don't know. I mean, we have the Tower here. Like, the Tower, it's all about like crumbling structures. And you're still in the Temperance vibe. Temperance is all about like keeping it cool. Like, okay, I'm going to balance this shit out. I mean, one way or another, I'm going to balance this out. I'm going to like, you know, I'm going to figure something. I'm going to heal this. Even if it's not a conscious energy, this is a higher trait of yours. Like, you're really hard to break. And that's because you have a strong, like really strong guidance, like from the divine. You have a really strong intuition, even though you don't like, you may not know that. You may not like, maybe you do know, but like with the Taurus, Capricorn vibe, you may be kind of a skeptic person. You're like, you know, you don't kind of like, you don't address this strength that you have, this inner strength and this inner like vibe that you have of overcoming all those massive tragedies and massive heartbreaks and loneliness and stuff in your life and battles. You kind of don't address this inner strength to your guides, but you should. I mean, because they're with you. I mean, they're really with you. So yeah, let's see here. We have healing. I mean, that is so beautiful. I just said that. Sorry guys, I made my squeaky voice because when I get too like happy, I mean this is a heart energy, but I kind of relate to it like in a way that it's a beautiful energy too, because when we're surrounded with our guides and with the ones who love us, and we kind of stick to our true selves, and like we kind of stick to I'm going to be bold, I'm going to like work things out. This is a really beautiful energy. Like, I do see you are really strong, and that's amazing. So yeah, as I was saying before, we have healing here. Like, I just talked about healing with this Temperance card. I mean, I do see here that one of your best traits, even if you're not completely aware of it, is how you can heal yourself, how you can like rise from the ashes all over again. Like, when people think you're defeated, I mean, here comes he or she again. Here they come. I mean, they're ready for another one. We have religious factors. Yeah. We have codependency. Codependency. Yeah, I get it. We have Earth. I mean, I said here Capricorn Taurus vibes, right? We do have some Aquarius here too. You guys don't have to be Taurus or Aquarius or Capricorns, but yeah, sometimes for people to relate more, some signs pop up. We have Aquarius. I promise you guys I haven't checked those oracle cards before. We have the house. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Stability. I mean, Earth, the house. You guys have like this, you're like a building. I mean, I want to talk about you like you're a building, you know? You're a builder. You're like the chief of the family. You're like a leader. You're like, I don't know, you're a builder. That's what I'm getting. We have the ship. Yeah, okay, so we have here codependency and religious factors. As I said before, I mean, you're probably not, I don't think you're religious. You could be religious, but I don't think you are. And if you are, that's amazing. I mean, I'm glad that you can, like, I mean, not religious, because you don't have to be religious to be spiritual, but like, when we address our hardships to our guides and to the universe around us, we feel much more strong, you know? And even if you don't address it, they're still with you, you know? The energies, your guides are really with you. And I do have the feeling that they're with you like your whole life. You have like really protective guides over you. You're really highly protected. Because I do think here you had a lot of hardships in your life, a lot of like things crumbling down, people fighting all around you, maybe like I mean, I'm getting like family issues, honestly, with this kind of like surrendered guy here, like maybe daddy issues. Sorry guys, I mean, I don't want to put daddy issues like in a bad, I mean, of course it's not good, but like I don't want to put it like in a funny way. It's not funny. Like sometimes we do have like, we struggle with our families, and that's a hard energy. But I see here that you're really protected. I mean, you are highly protected, and you are really strong too. It's not just about the guidance and the protection. You are really strong. You're like really like stable minded, you know. You could, I mean, because we can have guidance and still be all over the place. We can have protection, spiritual protection, and still deal with stuff in the worst ways ever. I mean, it's not that you never made mistakes in your life, but I do see here that you're really stable. I mean, and being stable, going through all this shit, all these hardships, this is a really like, you're a badass. I mean, you're strong. I mean, I like it. With this codependency card, I do believe here that you're someone people can depend on. I mean, with this King of Pentacles here too, you're someone people can depend on. People see you as someone who's really, as I said before, stable. But at the same time, as I said before, you have this vibe, this original vibe. That's what I'm getting. But like, it's not only original, it's about, I'm going to make the changes that I need to make with this ship and the Aquarius card. It's like, it may take a while for me to like get back on my feet. It may take a while for me to like go through all the hardships. It may take you a while to, you know, to put yourself again in the position of a King of Pentacles, but you always do, you know, you always find a way with this Aquarius card. I mean, you're really like stubborn. I mean, stubborn in a good way in here. You may be stubborn in a bad way, but we're talking about positive traits. So this is a stubbornness that is a good one. It's like, I'm not gonna fail this. I'm not going to let myself like, you know, be on the ground. You know, you always bring yourself back up. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how much change do you need to do. I mean, maybe you're a traveler too, with this ship card. I mean, maybe you like to travel, maybe, I mean, you just move around a lot, like move places, move from houses, but because you are a house, it's like you are a house. Even if you had like unstable family environments, like an unstable house back in the day, you are a house, like you are your home. That's what I'm getting here, and it's beautiful. It's kind of making me like emotional. It's kind of making me emotional, guys. Yeah, I mean, you're really strong, and that's really beautiful. I mean, grab into this energy. I mean, own it, because you're badass. I mean, don't forget that ever. Okay? Yeah, that's it, guys. That's what I have for you. Pile number 3. That was so intense. And I really do hope it resonated with you. If it did, and if you feel comfortable to, make sure to comment down below how it resonated, and make sure to comment down below a suggestion, if you have one, a suggestion for a reading I should do. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, to the community, make sure to like the videos, and that's pretty much it. I like to thank my guides, thank your guides, and I really do hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye bye, pile number 3. Yeah, guys, I am going to clean the energy. If someone got here, you're probably wanting a cleanse and a spiritual reset, I would say. And yeah, I would like to close this video with the intention of saying you are all super important to the world around you. You are all precious souls, and you all have like a mission in this life, and you all have, and even, I mean, I don't want you to guys think about having a mission as you being here to fulfill anything less than your happiness. I mean, you're here to fulfill your happiness, because when we're in touch with our happiness, we're actually in our mission. I mean, our mission here is to be happy. Okay, the candle is going crazy because it's confirming what I just said. And I mean, yeah, I really do hope you guys, if you ever go through like a rough time, and you ever second guess your capacity, your ability of putting yourself back up, of like being really, I mean, what do I want to say? I mean, putting yourself together. I mean, trust that you can, trust that you have the power. You are really powerful. If you're here, if you're watching this, you are a powerful soul. Do not ever forget that. It does not matter how difficult the situation may be. It does not matter how confusing life may get. You will get through it, and you will get through it like beautifully, gracefully, and you will conquer everything that you want in life. You know, I am sure about that. You just need to trust that too. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Bye bye.